Alright, you beautiful people, hope you guys are doing well today. And recently there has been some hype revolving around the Wendigo heavy grenade launcher making its return from the past. However, that was last week. You know how many nightfalls I did last week? 0. So I didn't get one to drop. And also there weren't GMs around last week for the season. I generally like to farm GMs for the weapon because hey, adept mods, right? Anyways, if you're in the same boat as me and you still want to get the Wendigo, because there do seem to be some pretty cool perk options you can roll with this bad boy, and I definitely want to get my hands on a good copy for sure. However, I missed the week. And if you're like me and you missed the week, well, you're probably looking for, when's this bad boy gonna come back? Now, if you go ahead and pull up this nice handy dandy little nightfall rotation chart from our homies over at Check News, leave a link to the article at the top of the description if you guys want to check it out for yourself. You'll see that the projected next time that we can farm this bad boy again this season before Lightfall drops is going to be the literal last week of the season. And luckily, it's slated to be the Warden of Nothing Shark, which is considered to be one of the easier GMs to do. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of worried they would do it on a week where Corrupted would be the GM, and that would suck just a little bit. Now, of course, at the time of making this video, we are in the middle of a double rewards week for the Nightfalls. Now, I don't know when we're gonna get the second week of double Nightfall rewards for the season. However, I do not think that they'll do it on the very last week of the season. I'd imagine they do it the week beforehand. Now, of course, that last little tidbit is just my headcanon, but as far as the Wendigo returning on the last week of the season, that's like basically set in stone, especially at this point. I've also used their Nightfall rotation charts in the past, and they have never steered me wrong. Now, real quick, I do want to go over why this gun's been getting a little bit of hype surrounding it, just a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual perk pool. All right, y'all. Now, if we just go ahead and pull up the list, you'll see that obviously the main role that people used back when this gun first came out, that obviously being auto-loading explosive light with spike grenades. That role is still going to absolutely kick ass, and you of course still always want spike grenades for any sort of grenade launcher you're using to actually do damage. That 50% extra impact damage is just so good. And keep in mind that explosive light for grenade launchers, they actually get a 44% bonus increase to their damage versus rocket launchers that only get a 25% bonus increase. However, there is a new perk in the fourth column that does have a little bit of play. I'm of course talking about Cascade Point. Final blows or sustained precision hits with another weapon increases this weapon's rate of fire for a short time. You combine that with maybe auto loading in the third column, you're gonna have a weapon that is perfect for burst DPS scenarios, as getting rid of all of your ammo in the mag really fast due to Cascade Point will definitely be helpful. Now, of course, this thing is still a grenade launcher, and at the moment, grenade launchers are not the strongest in the meta. However, Bungie has been saying they are going to drastically change up the meta for damage when Lightfall does drop. So it doesn't hurt to have any good heavy on standby that might be catching some sort of massive buff. You never know. Let me know if you plan on farming out the Wendigo when it does return later on this season. Thank you so much for watching. You guys be safe.